Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. I'm Patrick, and we're back again to go into the next phase of the 10 personal growth phases. Last we talked about number 3, which is identifying with your weakness. This is a very dark time for many of us to see the negative impacts that our weaknesses can have. The next phase is denial. Many of us go into this. We are now in the denial phase. We are lying to ourselves and possibly others to lighten the burden of our recently identified weaknesses. We didn't like the thought of doing something we shouldn't have, or behaving in ways that were negative and destructive. Because of this, we quickly find a way to mask that negative feeling, which comes from the thought that we are responsible for things we need to change. And we replace those thoughts of guilt with thoughts of innocence. We didn't really do anything wrong, right? We only behaved how everyone else would have, didn't we? We wouldn't have been that way if it wasn't for someone else's actions and behaviors. They deserved it anyway. Or at least that's what we're telling ourselves in order to accept our own actions and behaviors as okay. At this point in the life cycle, we can't forget about our weakness or negative behavior. We've already identified with it. We've detailed out what and why we act certain ways. This is why we deny our actions as being poor and rationalized to ourselves and others. Not everyone gets past this phase quickly. It can be a very difficult and dark phase to get through because it means accepting the truth for what it is, and we allow ourselves to feel the pain of the mistakes and weaknesses. And once we can work through this phase, eventually we will begin to see that this way of living, denying to ourselves, is not one that will bring about positive outcomes and great future performance. We need to tell ourselves that there is hope for our future. Our actions and behaviors do not have to repeat themselves. You are able to change. You are able to improve. You are able to make a difference. The only way to move on is to accept your actions and behaviors. That closes out number 4, the denial phase, and next we will move in to acceptance. I love you. Keep working hard, keep being awesome, and have a good rest of your day.